funny, Barnaby. Frank thinks I'm a hoot and a half.
Only a hoot and a half? What happened to the other half?
Oh, you!
Besides, Frank wouldn't know a good joke if it walked up to him, introduced itself, and handed him its business card. Punchline and
He
all.
would, too. You know, Barnaby, you're not the only funny one in this neighborhood.
Oh, yeah? You might be right, Julie. Howdy's a pretty funny fella, too.
Not howdy me! I have a joke that will knock your hat off. I've been working on it all week.
Oh, boy, all week? It took you that long? You're hearing this, little buddy?
Oh, I'll show you, Barnaby! What did the number 3 say to the number 2 after beating him in a game of checkers?
Oh, no. Here it comes.
I
won! That was just doggone terrible. Just awful. I think I'm gonna need a doggy bag.
No, it was not, Barnaby. It was a good joke. Don't you get it? 1 is a number, but it also sounds like 1. You know, when you won a game.
Oh, now she's explaining it. Oh, when will the agony stop? I'm just a little pooch in peril. Bury me in my favorite sunny spot, kid. I'm going into the light.
Oh, Barnaby, you're just rotten. It was too a funny joke, wasn't it, Walt?
That's the most.
I tell you, I fold my letters flatter than a fritter, and when it comes to friendship, I always deliver.
Hello, Mr. Deer. I'm here about your emergency.
Oh, thank the stars you're here, Frank. I mean, Mr. Franklin, we're in a heap of trouble. There's some kind of, you know, like it's like if you ever seen like, it's like a whatchamacallit in here.
Whatchamacallit? I'm afraid I only deal with bugs, Mr. Deer.
A bug? A critter? A guest? A neighbor? Whatever it is, it's upheaving my whole post office. Just look at what it's done with the paper chains.
It made these. It did a wonderful job. Maybe you should consider hiring it.
Real cute. I'm being serious here.
Oh, there's nothing to be so scared of. It's more frightened of you than you are of it, you know.
Scared? Of a friendly guy like me? I wouldn't even hurt a fly.
I don't think you could even look at a fly with how you're hiding from this beetle.
Hey, don't go knocking a fella down when he's in a fit of desperation. If you had a rogue envelope fluttering around your home, I'd get there lickety-split.
I'll take that into consideration next time that happens, Mr. Deer. See? Not so intimidating, is it?
I suppose you're right, but it's easy for you to say so. I don't know these fellas on a first-name basis like you do.
You don't need to be familiar with them in order to get to know them better. They're just like you or me. In fact, you're not scared of them, are you? That's the most. You're the most. Ha ha ha. You're so still. What are you doing?
Oh my, I'm such a featherfingers.
Howdy do, fellas. Care to let me share my wares?
What do you call a beagle with no ears? Nothing. He can't hear you anyway.
Frankly, I don't think there's anything wrong with being frank.
How about we all play a game? I just thought of a new one. All we'll need is a pogo stick, a bowl of pasta, and a pair of roller skates.
Celestial. Astronomical. Stupendously fantastical. Oh, so few words can capture the radiance of Sally Starlet.
Pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and just a scoop of peanut butter. Gelatin works too, of course, but I always like to spoil myself with a little something extra. But that's just between us.
Of course, I'm no gossip. I suppose gelatin can't always be relied upon, too. Still, I think it holds perfectly sliced fruit beautifully. I think that ought to mean something. You know what, Poppy? No one understands gelatin's potential. It's like they say, you eat with your eyes first.
They do? Oh. Well, now you've got me worried about this new recipe. It's not very, well, visually appealing.
Oh, no. Forget what I said. We've worked so hard on this. In fact, I bet these could be shaped with one of my copper molds.
You know, you're right. Maybe that one you have shaped like a butterfly, Frank.
Oh, that's right. Oh, such a shame butterflies aren't fond of seed, or muffins for that matter. This recipe could have saved my garden.
Oh dear. You know what? I'll try and think up a recipe that's sure to have them... to make your butterflies do a... Well, I'm not sure how to tell if a butterfly's happy.
Whatever you decide, we'll have them all aflutter, Poppy. I think our experiment is done, too.
Oh, you're so kind to say that, Frank. Oh, be careful. I wouldn't want you to burn yourself.
I'm all right. You've taken all the necessary precautions to ensure my safety. Oven mitts, aprons, a second pair of oven mitts.
Perhaps we could use a third pair of oven mitts.
Poppy.
You're working with such dangerous appliances. Who knows what could happen at a moment's notice? Oh, goodness gracious, just thinking about it is making my feathers fall out.
No. Don't get yourself started, Poppy. I would rather be careful than throw caution to the wind anyhow. Besides, we're all safe and sound here. Wouldn't you agree? What are you waiting for? To hear me again? Ha ha ha. I think that means you can hear me. Blue don't actually have any blue pigmentation. They have to grow in soil that is basic as well, so the pine straw should be left for the other beds.
You're telling me that these flowers are liars, Frankie?
I'm not telling you that these flowers are liars, Barnaby. I'm talking about how these flowers are specially selected to look this way.
Hey, being blue isn't anything special, pal. Don't you know that blue is all the rage nowadays?
I don't think people are painting themselves blue, frankly. Are you saying your fur color isn't natural?
I beg your pardon? I'm a natural beauty as far as you know.
I doubt you're any sort of beagle. I've never seen any blue dog before in my life. Now, if you don't mind, we'd like to continue tending to my flowers in peace.
You're gonna have to do more than tend to him if you want him to grow up nice and big. You know what they say, you gotta entertain your plants to make them happy.
That's true, but I'm not going to let your snappy patter poison my petunias. I'd hardly call your material entertaining, much less fertilizer.
Oh, don't you worry, Frank. The last thing I'll do is overwhelm your orchid. Your plants all seem clovered.
Not with these puns again. You're going to make all of my hard work wilt. Your humor's too dry for my impatience.
Hey, not a daisy goes by where you don't get impatient. But hey, I'm just pulling your leg.
Will you just get out of here? My plants don't need your ridiculous jokes to grow. Go find an audience for your silly gags somewhere else.
All right, I'll grow. But every dogwood has his day. I'll still pop you in from time to time, even if you're still a little rough around the hedges.
Honestly, with him, I don't know how you can stand to be around him.
That's what an eye looks like. My eyes are black. What color are yours?
So my brother Charlie tells my sister Dolly that our brother Barley's cousin Henry is turning over a new leaf. But if you ask me, Bon, a caterpillar's always turning over leaves. We just call it a salad.
So you don't believe the poor guy? Sounds like you're just giving him the short end of the stick.
Short end of the... We've given that clown the whole branch.
So he's a clown too? Now you're speaking my language, howdy.
You wouldn't believe what happened next. My brother Chuck wished our brother Buck good luck on getting that clock Henry to straighten up and fly right.
Fly? Wait. He's a butterfly? I thought he was a caterpillar.
You're being a wise guy, Bon, but I'm serious. Then, you're not gonna believe this. Out of the blue comes our sister Sue and her brother Drew, talking to my sister Dolly about getting Henry on a trolley to see Aunt Molly.
Woolly ain't Molly?
Woolly Aunt Molly, Bon. On my father's left-hand side. My left, not yours. Maybe my upper left-hand side.
Oh, well, how could I get that confused?
But long story short, Molly tells Henry to listen to our cousin Barley and my brother Charlie, who insist they're through with my sister Sue and her brother Drew. And to get back on that trolley and talk to Dolly about getting his act together.
Oh, brother.
No. Dolly's my sister. I know I can always talk to you, Bon. I tell you, having a big family ain't easy. Too many things to keep track of.
You're right about that. I'm just listening in, and I can barely keep track. The only family I gotta keep track of is my dear sweet mama.
That's right. You know, next time she comes around, you ought to let me serve her one of my strawberry soda pops.
Nobody makes him like you do, pal. Speaking of which, how's that drink treating you?
I have more eyes than I did before. You know how to draw eyes. You draw mine many times. I know it is thanks to you, neighbor, that I can see. but it is still. I can't see